Nous témoins, Montilé fait un éclaircissement. Commission l'enquête, il y en a certains pouvoirs, mais aussi dans certaines fonctions. Mon grand, il y a quantité de phone call, il y a quantité de messages hier soir, et mon pour service à l'opportunité pour moi, il dit que c'est loi un petit peu. À cause, mon quoi, c'est loi n'a pas sa l'expertise ou bien sa connaissance ou bien même sa l'expérience en commission. Sa commission qui a set up, il y a Commissions of Inquiry Act. Il est très spécifique. Il n'est pas pareil à la cour. Il y a une grande différence entre la cour avec une commission d'enquête. Ça qui est vraiment important, ça qui m'ont dit, il y a l'enquête. All right? Mon travail commence, moi, si le grand, bon, là-bas derrière, mon a une fonction différente. Il y a un système adversarial, quand moi écoute témoin prosecution avec témoin la défense. Mon peut faire mon investigation, mon enquête comme commissionnaire dans sa enquête, mon fait l'ouvrage qui la police y fait normalement. Ça veut dire, mon demande question. C'est moi qui peux faire l'enquête. Ça veut dire, il y a dans certaines questions qui ne sont pas confortables pour répondre. Et mon pas faire pour m'en faire aucun dit mon inconfortable. Mon besoin de demander sa bonne question à cause mon périsser la vérité, bon fait qui est arrivé. OK? Il est capable, quelquefois, il y a une imperception qui m'ont pas impartial. Là, on fait l'enquête, il n'est pas qui est impartial dans sa enquête qu'il peut faire. Ça rapport qui m'ont pour faire pour impartial. Mais là, pour le moment, mon besoin de bonnes questions un peu fort, ou bien questions un peu gentilles, ou bien questions nettes, mais seulement mon PC gagne les faits qui sont arrivés. Alors, il faut tout comprendre bien ça. Il y en a aussi une distinction entre sa commission l'enquête avec une commission réconciliation. Mon pas réconcilier personne, moi. Pas demande personne, demande pardon, aucun dit monde. Mon période qui est arrivé à Assomption. D'après termes référence qui président Hermine dans moi. Et mon opère en bas sa terms of reference qui président Hermine dans moi. Et moi aussi peut opère en bas sa bonne fonction spécifique qui la loi Commissions of Inquiry Act dans moi. Moi espère clair et qu'il ça y va satisfaire bonne question qui m'ont gagné. Merci beaucoup. Commission tient 3 témoins aujourd'hui. Dès sa bonne témoin, il a décidé pour donner l'évidence dans dehors, pas en public, en privé, et m'ont respecté les autres soirs, et ça nous peut faire. Ça veut dire, nous prenons nous un seul témoin bon matin, et ça, c'est Madame Anne Rosette. So, mon peut passer directement avec sa témoin, et mon peut continuer en anglais. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Would you like to take the oath, Mrs. Rosette?
Yes, definitely.
Are you a Christian?
Christian, yes.
Would you raise your right hand? Repeat after me. I swear that the evidence I shall give before this commission shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Could you, for the record, state your name, your address, and your profession?
My name is Anne Rosette, Joycelyn in the middle. I live at Glassy. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Seychelles Investment Board, appointed since 2021.
So you are there since 2021.
Yes.
Could you explain to the ordinary man in the street what is the function of the Seychelles Investment Board?
Okay. The Seychelles Investment Board is a promotion body instilled by the Act. It's a promotion agency for investment. So it facilitates and promotes investment in Seychelles. And our main clients are investors, any end user or public users that decide to use our service. We do not have approval powers or regulatory powers to regulate any kind of activities, but we do use the Investment Act as our directive of how to facilitate investment in the Seychelles.
Okay. Could you give examples of how you coordinate or facilitate these investors?
We have three departments, or let's say units, because we're a small entity at the investment board. One is the facilitation services, one is promotion, and the other one is market intelligence. So it gathers all the information that we use or work with, and then decide on giving us analysis on the work that we do. The facilitation team works with projects that are submitted through the board for facilitation in terms of connecting with other government departments or government agencies to ensure that they get the right advice, and also facilitate the approval process with the other bodies. We also have the promotion investment department that looks after any promotional activities that we do in country or out of country or with other stakeholders in general.
Would I be correct to summarize and say that you coordinate and facilitate the private investor with the public bodies? Is that what you do?
Yes, yes.
So you are the liaison almost?
Yes.
Is it mandatory that an investor comes to the SIB before starting a project in Seychelles?
Now, in the Investment Act, there are activities, economic activities that are open to non-foreigners, and there are those that are not open to foreigners, which are closed, so it's only applicable to Seychelles. And there are those that it's not falls into either category. So there is a process that they have to go through to be able to enter into this activity. Where the activity is open, the investor, where it's open, the investor may choose to come to the SIB to get the assistance, or if sometimes they use other parties to facilitate them, like lawyers or other professional bodies, consultant, to help them with establishing their business or the activity that they want to. Where it's closed, obviously, we advise that you cannot enter into the activity. You have to look in another economic activity that is, of interest to you. Where it's not open or either closed, there is what we call the economic needs test process, which they have to submit an application through the board, through the SIB, and this goes to a committee, and the committee gives a recommendation based on the scoring or analysis of that project. And that's how normally we will encounter investors, either foreign or Seychelles, that will come through us. We do have Seychelles that come through us, lots of times, because obviously they want to understand what are the regulations and other things, because they are not familiar with it. We do refer them to the, either agencies that could help them. Most of the time we are there as a facilitator or as a support to interact with other government bodies.
Is it usual or is it normal course of business that government departments who come into first contact with investors or people who want to do a business in Seychelles, is it normal for them to send these people to you?
Most of the time, yes, they would.
So they would be referred to you?
They would refer them to us, or they would seek advice from us how they would go about it.
Okay. Who would be the government departments that you would work most closely with?
Registrar, because most of the time investors would come in and require to just register a business.
A business.
So the registrar employees know, most of them would know what we do. And where they see that this is not a business that can be registered without proper advice and direction from us, they would recommend. SLA, for example, some activities would just go directly to SLA to get a permit, and SLA would refer them to us. Yeah.
How about planning department?
Not so much. In some instances, yes, but not so much that I can think of at the top of my head.
How about government entities, parastatals? Do they refer people to you?
Parastatals, yes, we would have activities that are maritime activities would be referred to us, for example, from SMSA. Department of Tourism would refer. It varies. It's across the board.
Are you familiar with the processes for a tourism establishment in terms of setting up anew in Seychelles.
Yes.
Could you tell me what these are?
Yes. The tourism, let's say, policy in existence does necessitate if an investor is establishing in Seychelles, there are categories of the amount of beds that they have to that's open for the activity, and it's also in our act. So above 24 beds, any investor can invest fully 100%. But if it's below, then they have to have if it's 80%, they have to, under 24, they have to have 80% Seychelles, 20% Seychelles. If it's under 15, they cannot venture into these tourism activities. There are pleasure boats. The SME Acts now, as it is, directs them to come through SIB prior to getting their assessment or their permit through SMSA. So, and we do the scoping. Okay.
Would it be normal for a foreign investor who wants to set up a hotel with, say, a 40-bed or a 40-villa plan go through the processes without coming on your radar?
No. We would be advised, normally, they would, either if they are dealing with an agent or somebody who's acting on their behalf, that person would normally access our guidance and we would give it, but not really that much.
Okay.
We would be, even if we're not at the scoping stage, if it involves a scoping, especially when it involves EIA, we are part of the scoping.
Okay. Were you ever contacted by Ocean Breeze International Limited?
Ocean Breeze, yes, we were contacted in 2024 directly by their lawyer, not them.
Who was their lawyer?
It was Mr. Lablache.
Jean-Marc Lablache, yes. So did you have discussions with those investors?
Not the investors. Ocean Breeze, Mr. Jean-Marc Lablache was requesting for their to deal directly with IDC, and if that was permissible, and having assessed the case and seen that they had already gone into the process of the EIA, and they were right into the scoping phase, and we understood that they were getting the necessary support from IDC. So we agreed to that. So
you only learned about the Assomption project after the approval of the EISA?
No. We learned about the Assomption project like everybody when it was advertised for tender.
In 2024?
That was in 2024.
Yeah, the 5th of June 2024 it was published.
Yeah. Before that, if I may say, we learned about the Grand Bab project.
Yes.
And when we saw the advert, then we saw that it was both linked together.
Okay. Did you have any other interactions with Ocean Breeze Investments Limited or their lawyer?
One of their lawyers came to see us after the discussion with Jean-Marc, because they were trying to register another company that was going to do the construction on Assomption. And at that time, that process couldn't go through because there were some documents from IDC that they hadn't got yet. So that's the last we heard.
Did you help them register the company?
No, we were trying to see if they could register the company, but they couldn't because they were documents that they didn't have.
And you had no other interaction with them?
No.
Okay. Were you at any stage contacted in the ESIA exercise?
Yes, my team was, like we normally do.
Okay.
And my team attended a meeting in February 2024. And we gave our scoping, because normally when those who are called for the meeting, in EISA, how they do it is that they do meetings with different groups. And as part of the government bodies, we were part of the group.
Is that the stakeholder meeting that was held at Roshkaimer that your team assisted, or was it a different one?
It could have been a different one because there was 3 meetings, I think. I don't think they were. I'm not too sure on that one.
Could you disclose what was your interaction and what were your findings? How you inputted into the ESIA?
Yeah, we have our scoping form, which we can share with you.
Yes,
I mean,
we would like to have a copy.
What we said in the scoping form. We welcome FDI in the country, but as long as it's meeting the laws of the country and the requirements that's set by the regulatory bodies, and they are within their permits to operate.
So, could you give us details?
It's
just for the record.
Okay. SIB does not oppose the revised document submitted for Assomption.
Could you speak slowly for the record? Thank you.
SIB does not oppose the revised document submitted for Assomption as long as the development of the island adheres.
So what date was this, Mrs. Ozet?
11th July 2024.
So you talk about a revised project. Had there been a previous project?
There was, I think, based on the directions that was given in the terms of reference of environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had you given a report for that previous project?
Yes, we had.
Yeah, well, let's start from the start. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Going to the final. Bear with me, please.
Yeah, of course. Take your time. You don't.
The second one.
Okay.
But I will keep looking.
Had you?
It would be the same.
You had more or less approved the same. You had approved the previous one as well. Had you?
No. SIB doesn't give approval.
No, I know, but you had said you had no objection.
Yeah, we had no objection. On the first one as well, it was
to the first
similar,
one.
Yeah.
So,
and we outlined as well. Sorry.
But yes, did you have concerns that you raised in the first one, or did you have comments that you raised for?
There were comments. I can't remember top of my head.
Okay.
In the first one, there were bullet points that needed to
be clarified.
Not to be clarified, but to take into consideration.
Okay.
I can share that.
Please do. Yes, if you could please send it after
I don't
you
have
leave.
that one.
After you leave, if you give this.
Yeah.
So then they resubmitted revised plans for the project, and that is the one that you have the letter with you.
Yes, this is the one that I have here.
So please, for the record, just read what you say.
Okay. SIB does not oppose the revised document submitted for Assomption as long as the development of the island adheres to international best practices, complies with local laws, and gains approval from relevant agencies. SIB is open to progress and growth on the island, provided that it aligns with global standards and legal requirements while also receiving support from the necessary authorities.
Okay. So that's far as your mandate goes in any case. So you responded along those lines. Thank you. Did you have any further interaction with the project or with any government agencies who were concerned with the project?
When there were all these public outcry on the, I did request from Environment in 2025 to share with us the timelines of the ESIA so that we understand a bit, are a bit clearer. And they send it to us.
Okay. Did you interact with the developers on receiving the ESIA? You
not
didn't.
At all.
And you haven't taken part in any of the further debates or negotiations?
No.
Thank you. Is there anything you would like to add that you think would be helpful to the Commission?
Yes, I would like to add that SIB was mentioned in the inquiry from the friends from Aldabra when they came here, that they came to our office to seek information and they were refused information. This is wrong. It's not correct. As a government body, obviously, the team requested that they sent a request so that we could understand
a request in writing.
A request in writing, so that we could understand exactly what was the request for and that we could meet or not meet it. But they never sent a request to us in writing.
So we never received a formal letter from them asking for information?
No.
Okay. And subsequent to that, have you had any other interaction?
No.
With Friends of Aldabra or any other government entity?
No.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Ozette.
Thank you very much.
They are the only questions we have for you. Thank you.
I'll share with you the first.
If you could, please, and I'm going to mark this as M2, the whole documents that you will send to me, the two letters where you interacted. Thank you. Very good. And you can send them to me by email.
Lovely.
On the same email that I contacted you for the summons.
Thank you very much, Commissioner.
Thank you so much. You may leave.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Made in New Zealand, Anchor Butter uses only the freshest cream from pasture-fed cows, making every meal irresistible and naturally delicious. Distributed by HSL.
Anchor cheese provides the best sensory effects after baking, especially with the firm